Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. Now basically we are going to solve out the second question here, and that question says to me to write out a Python program to find a list of words that are longer than n from a given list of words. Okay. Now my question is actually understand this question very carefully because it is a very important question. Okay. From this question many other things which can be made upon, many different questions can be made upon. My question says to me to write out a Python program to find the list of words that are longer than n from a given list of words. Let's say I am having a sentence and that sentence is I know Python programming very well. Okay, now in that basically let's say I've given a particular number. Let's say I've given a number that is 5. Now, I want all the numbers which are greater than, I want all of the words, or I want all of the strings in my sentence which are greater than 5. So this is what my program is actually asking me to do. Let me just show you this thing via an example onto the OneNote. We are here. Let me just take out a color from here. Let's say that is, I would take this black. Okay, let's say I would define a variable that is my underscore str. Okay, into this I'll be putting out one string that, let's say my string is Python Python is a very easy programming language. uh, programming Python is a very easy language programming language to learn. Let's say this is one of my sentences which I have taken. Okay, now from this sentence, I want all of the words which are greater than 5, in which basically there are more than 5 characters. I want all of the words from this particular string, right? This is my program which this question is asking me to write that. I have defined out this string. Now from this whole sentence, I want to extract out only those words which are greater than 5. Greater than 5 means the length for that word is greater than 5. Okay, this is the question. So we'll get the answer as Python, we'll get the answer as programming, and we'll get the answer as language because it's very easy to learn. These all are less than 5. Great, so this is the one which I'll be getting. Now if I take greater than or 3, so in that case very and easy and learn will as well come. Great, so this is what my program is asking me to do, and this is how we need to write out the program for checking and for printing out the result. First of all, I hope that you have got a clear idea that what is my question asking me to do. Now, let's begin up here. Now, what I would just do is that let me come down. Right here. Let me define out the function. So, let's say I am writing here def, and I need to check out the words and the length. Okay, so I would just write here check underscore length. Okay, def and check underscore length. And into the bracket, I'll be passing out 2 parameters. First one is A. A is basically the the limit that I would be giving here that I want. Okay, the question was to give the n here, right? So I will just give that n only, not A. Fine. So n is that number who's from this particular number. I want all of the words which are greater than this number, right? This n is that particular number. And here I'll be passing out the variable for my string. So that is my underscore str. Okay, in this I'll be storing out my string. That is done here. Right now, what I would just do here next is that I'll be first of all finding the length. Okay. Okay. No, first of all I'll be writing, let's say here len underscore char. Okay, len underscore char. And this would be an empty list. Now into this empty list I'd be storing all of those characters which would be greater from the particular number which I have entered. Let's say in n I have taken the 3 as a number, okay, from which I just want to check. Now after this 3, as I have passed 3 here, now inside this in the len underscore character, the blank list which I am having, in this list I would be getting all the numbers, all the words which will be greater than 3, that's whose length will be greater than 3. I'll be getting out all of that words into this particular list. First of all, I hope this much is clear to you, whatever I have just written out here. Fine. After this, let's say I'll be writing here words, another variable. Okay. Now into this I'll be using the basically first of all my variable in which I have stored out my string. So that is my underscore str for me, right? So I've just written that out. My underscore str, put out a dot, and here I'll be using out the split function. Okay, put out a dot and I'll be using out my split function, and I would be splitting them with the spaces between. Right, this is what first of all I would be doing out here. Fine, that is okay. Coming, I would be applying my for loop because I want to check out in each and every word, that is that word greater than this particular length, is that word greater than this particular length, right? This is the one thing which I want to check out here. So for that checking out, I could apply my for loop. So I could just write that for I in words. Okay, for I in words. Coming down, I would be applying out my if condition, that if length of basically I, okay, the index that will be moving, that if length of I is greater than n is basically the length which I have taken. So if length of I, that is my index which is going to each and every word into my character, if that length is greater than n is the word which I have taken, that okay, I want the words which are greater than this particular length, right? So here I could just write here, what is the variable that I have taken above? Okay, that is len underscore char. Let me come down. Okay, so here inside this I could just write len underscore char. Okay, I could just write len underscore char dot append, and into the bracket I could just write here as x, right? I could just write, then in this like basically in the length underscore character, this variable, just append this append out this I is my index that is going for each and every word, right? So in this length underscore char variable, just append out this particular word which is there, because in len underscore character what I am having a empty blank list, right? And after this, coming out of my for loop, just return me here the len underscore char, because that is a variable in which I'll be storing out that what are the things I want here to be, like what are the numbers, or what is the word which is greater than this particular number. This len underscore char is the variable in which I'll be storing that out, right? So this is all, right? And simply I could now just, after coming out, I could just write out my print statement, and there I can just do out my function calling. Okay, this is how I would be like writing out my code. Okay, just 1 second, let me come down here. Fine. Okay, I hope that you have got first of all the idea that how to write this out. Right, now let me just go on to the basically Python, and let me start writing out this program here so that it's more clear. Def. Okay, my function name is, let's say, check underscore len. Okay, inside the bracket I'll be passing in comma my underscore str, right? In comma my underscore str. Here I'll be taking the basically length of the character. So I'm just writing, let's say, len underscore char, one variable, okay, and put out the empty list here. Now after this, basically what do I have here? I'll be taking one another variable, that is, let's say, words. Okay, words. And into this I'll be first of all splitting out my string. So that is my underscore str dot split. Into the bracket, put out these semicolons and leave a space. So I'm just splitting them with the gap between each and every word, right? Coming to a new line, I apply my for loop, that for I in my underscore list. Okay, this is right. So for I in my underscore list, right? This is the one which, sorry, my underscore str. Come inside this and let me come down right here. So here I'll be applying my condition that if len of I is greater than n, if this is the condition, so in that case, simply len underscore char dot append, okay, that is append, and into the bracket right out here, and that is I. Okay, so I'll be appending that that word into the len underscore char variable, and that is actually one empty list, right? And here what I'll be just doing is that I'll be return out here len underscore char, because that is one in which my string, my words would be saved which are actually satisfying out my condition. Right, so moving towards my print statement, here my function calling will begin, that is check underscore, C would be small, check underscore len. Okay, now what number I just want to give you, let's say my number is 3. Okay, now what is the sentence which I am trying to give out here? Let's say I'll be giving that Python. Python is an easy, okay, let me just come down, right? Python is an easy programming language to learn. Okay, that is LEA. Let's say this is the string which I have passed out, okay? That Python is an easy programming language to learn. Now, if I run out my program here, so let me just run it out here. Okay, so it is displaying me the empty list. Let's see that what is the thing that we need to do out here. So for I in my underscore str, okay, instead of my underscore str, this would be words. Words. That is WORDS right here. And now just let me quickly run this out once again. Right, and here we go with the running. Fine. Now have a look at what it is returning me as an output. So it is returning me as an output these things. If right here. Fine. My string was Python is an easy programming language to learn. So, and my limit was that I want all of the characters which are greater than 3. The number limit which I have written, that was 3. Right. So now it is printing me all of the words in my list which are actually greater than 3. See, Python is also greater than 3, easy programming language and learn. What are the not things which are left out here? So is and is and 2. These are the 3 which are left here because they are having the limit as 2. Right? So this is how you can write out this program for finding the list of words that are longer than n from a given list of words. So here we had just taken out a list, compared that, and then we have compared out the length and simply stored that all of the words into a empty list which are actually greater than from the given number. And then we had simply called out a function and printed out the output. Right? This is all what we have done. Hope you got this idea very much clearly, that what you need to do out here when you just get a question like this. Now here it can basically, they have taken the string. Now they can take multiple elements of a list and then they can even give you this question to solve this out. Right? Now that thing you can do on your own, I guess. Right? That thing I just do not need to write it out here because the concept will absolutely remain same. Only from a string you will be changing it to the list. Right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.